Moi, je pense que cette vidéo-là, c'est une bonne façon de partir le tout. Alors, bienvenue à tous au pilier programmatique. Je vais vous présenter James. And I'll switch to English just for a second, because even though his name is James Prudhomme, you know, that's about it, right? In terms of French. So, you know, when they first told me, hey, JP, you need to put up, this programmatic pillar, what have I done? I went to my cottage, and then I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I said to myself, what has in common New York City, Toronto, innovation, Montreal? Well, our curator, James Prudhomme. So I've known James for many, many years, probably too many years. But James is from Toronto. He chose Montreal, so he's now living in Montreal. Why is that? Because you'll talk more about it later on, but he works in an area called machine learning. And the best machine, or some of the best machine learning people are not in California, San Francisco, they're in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He's often in New York, so we wanted to offer a perspective that was different than Montreal. Mobile, display, video, and mobile. Soon television, but that's for Think Quebec 2015. In real time or not, and it's a machine speaking with another machine. There's still some human being in the whole process, but that's what programmatic is all about. And also, fundamentally, it's using data to make those purchases, to purchase those impressions. So that's what programmatic is all about. But one of the things that we wanted to do was to, as we said, is to elevate the conversation, and we hope that we will deliver a good program for you. And so what are the two things that we're gonna, or the four things we're gonna?
Sure. So we're going to talk about how adding data and advanced optimization techniques, so machine learning, and talk about how that works and how that creates efficiency at scale. And we're going to talk about, well, if you want to use advanced optimization techniques, how do you get started? How do you get started with collecting data? How do you get started with identifying the data that you as a marketer have available to you today?
And what was the interesting stats you were telling me about, DMPs?
Oh, right. And I learned this at the Load Me Summit on Tuesday in New York. Today, 8% of marketers in North America have access to a data management system. And a year from now, that number is going to be 30%. So that's a massive, massive leap in terms of the number of marketers and the number of companies that are going to adopt data management platforms or systems that allow them to capture their data and make it addressable in a real-time trading environment, a real-time ad trading environment, or in their email environments, or push into social channels or whatever. I think that's really, really important.
And we'll talk about this this afternoon. The other thing we're going to talk about is l'algorithme. Alors, quelles sont les nouvelles générations d'algorithmes? James va venir nous parler de ça parce que c'est ce qu'il fait. C'est à chaque jour à Montréal. On se souvient qu'il a déménagé à Montréal. Puis à la fin, on va faire une petite causerie. Pas comme Mélanie et moi. On n'amènera pas une table, on va mettre 4 chaises. Ça va tout être des gars. Ça va être un peu différent. Mais on va se poser les vraies questions. Et ils ont déjà eu les questions. Alors, ils pensent qu'ils sont préparés, mais on va leur lancer des curveballs. Ça va être extraordinaire. Donc, c'est ça qu'on a pour vous cet après-midi. Sans plus tarder, on va voir, je vais vous présenter Matt Thornton. Il vient de Toronto. Il va nous parler de Adding Data, Boosting Impact. Mais juste avant qu'il monte sur la scène, on va vous présenter un petit vidéo et Matt va se joindre à nous. Alors, bon après-midi, à tout à l'heure.